Hello, 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 my dear friends, and I do hope everybody's very, very well. I hope you've all had a lovely, lovely day. So, now I have to say, I know I've not had much content out today, out this week. I think basically it's because I've been doing quite a bit of housekeeping for the simple reason my wife is she's been away on a lovely holiday. Yes, she went to Torquay with her sister for about for about 4 days. 4 days, well, 5 days, I suppose you could say, but on the fifth day, heading home. So basically, she is on the motorway heading home. So I've been holding the fort while in between you're doing bits and bats. But anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Hello, let's have a look. See who's in the chat. And yes, I expect a likey Mikey Famine accent to escape your lips this evening. I don't know if I can be able to do that. Most people would say I could just say if I try to do a Mikey Famine impersonation, people will say I didn't know Mikey Famine were Welsh. No, not sure I'll be able to do a get anywhere close to the absolute sultry tones of Mikey Famine. Not sure I'll be able to manage that. I can do an okay Donald Trump. Yes, I visited your land, your country, and I met my good friend the great king, where we had excellent food. And I gave the biggest, most excellent speech everybody ever heard. And when I finished, your great king said, "Sir, that was the best speech I had ever heard." I said, "Thank you, sir." But anyway, what I will say is about Mikey Famine. Because like mentioned about doing a bit of a joint thing with my Friday Frolic. I'm working on that. Because it's like I've sort of like been looking at other streaming stuff like Restream and StreamYard, and I'm just trying to get my head around it first. So then I basically know what I'm doing. But like they want to come on and co-host the show, and that'll be an honour and privilege for me. Because like I have to say, when it comes to being on other people's show, I'm usually like looking through my fingers and I'm thinking, these people are far more intelligent than me. But yes, I'm working on it. So there'll be some working on some collaborations for Good Friday Frolic. I've been sort of like looking at the Restream and the StreamYard, and it's just getting my head around it. So I kind of know what I'm doing. You know, like sometimes, when you're unsure, YouTube is king, but I'm still trying to get my head around it. But anyway, good evening, my dear friend Billy Kershaw. Also, good evening, Stephen Bankier. Yes, good evening, you Friday Frolicers, funky fun frolickers, and of course, our frolic host. Let the frolicking begin. Good evening, my friend, and I totally agree. Yes. I'll be joining in a wee bit. Not a problem, my dear friend. We'll still be here when you get back. and let's see if I can do yes. And good evening, my dear friend, the one and only Alistair Kerr. The man who, whatever live stream you're on, you'll see Alistair is one of the moderators. The man who never sleeps. The man who I don't know how many how many live streams you moderate, but I'm so surprised you've got enough time in the day. But good evening, my friend, and good to see you. I hope you're very, very well. So yes, let's have a little look. And hello, LK. So hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, never mind the bollocks. Here's the Friday Frolics. Absolutely. Totally agree. Yes. Heidi hi, Friday campers. Get my teeth in. Hello, Counter Kev. Hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, I totally agree. I'll be having a couple of cheeky pints later on after I've done this. Not too many, because me and my son will be going out for a couple of well-earned drinks tomorrow. Because I have to say, when it comes to housework, it is hard work, and so when it comes to being housewife and looking after the house, it's not easy, is it? Anybody who thinks it is clearly kidding with themselves. So, yeah, hey up, peeps. Hey up, my lovely daughter. Have you finally recovered from your little bit of a cold? One thing I've noticed, I think that around our household is, I think there's a little bit of a cold coming on in our household, because like I've had a bit of the sniffles myself and a bit of a runny nose, but I think it'll be just a 24-hour thing. So if I sound a little bit stuffy, you know it's my nose playing up, but never mind. See who else is in. Hello, my dear friend. How the devil are you? Steve Benning, hope you're well. Hello, Gordon. From the Lancashire Fire Brigade. Thank you for your service, my dear friend. Hope you're very, very well. Evening all. Evening. Could have done with you tonight. I think I've got a little bit of a belter. A bit of a belter just for you. It's something that could have used you, but it's a little bit of a cracking bit of an article for you, which will be right up your street. Hello, my dear friend. I hope Jeannie Lefty. I hope you're well. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. And hello, David Dunford. Hope you're well. And yes, good afternoon, and good afternoon all. Totally agree. Absolutely. Hope you're well. See who else is in the chat. Hello, Kirsty. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? Hope you're well. And please subscribe to Reagan Elite's channel. Yes, I know this guy as well. How you doing, my dear friend? But yeah, please like and subscribe to Reagan Elite's channel. Does some fantastic live streams and does some excellent roundtables. And yesterday's roundtable was very, 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 very good. Very, very enjoyable with you, Lee Corn, and Mikey Famine. Very good. Enjoyed it thoroughly. So please like and subscribe to Reagan Elite's channel. Does some brilliant live streams. And see who else. And hello, Peter. I hope you're well. How are you doing, my dear friend? And hello, Frederick K. Hope you're happy Friday evening, everyone. Wishing you all a lovely, blessed weekend. Totally agree. And you too, my good man. Hello, Ronson. Hope you're well. How you doing? Hello all. Today I'm working on a painting of Lou Carpenter. Lou Carpenter. Why does that name ring a bell? I just can't put a face to the... I get the feeling musician pops into my head. You'll have to remind me. Usually I think it's the older I'm getting, because like I'll hear a name and then and I'll think, yeah, that name for him. Why can't I put a face to it? I'm sure it'll be absolutely fantastic though. And hello, wake up and smell the rosemaries. Hope you're well. Yes. Is Adrian waiting in the wings? He just could be. He just might be. I think I've I'm going to do a horrendous Adrian Charles impression. So get ready for Adrian Charles' article of the week. Sorry if you from the black country, if you're hearing that horrendous language, I'm just trying to do a terrible Adrian Charles impression, so this should be funny. Yes. I could possibly be. I'm just trying to. I'll tell you what I'm thinking of. I've got when I heard Lou, I first thought of that musician Lou Reed. Yeah. So yeah. So we just got mixed up with Lou Reed, but yeah, it's so. I'm neighbours. Yeah, that's probably the reason why I've. That's probably a reason why I've. I've heard the name before, but couldn't put a face of it. That is that still going? I have to say it's not something I watched for a long time. So I don't know whether it's coming. I only watched them growing up, but I just took them a leave. But that's the reason why we're thinking Lou Carpenter. We have heard that name before. My God. Was the lovable card dealing rogue in Neighbours? Yeah. Hey up, Tone, hope you well. how are you doing? Yes, I'm apart from a little bit of a sniffly nose. Not too bad, but these things come to testers. Yeah, I hope Scott. Hope you're well. How are you doing, Scott? And we have the real Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in our chat. Yes, Sir Larry the Cat. Taking a walk on the wild side with you. How you doing, my dear friend? Yeah. Good evening, Reg Fairburn. Hope you're doing. How are you doing, my good man? How are you doing? Hope you're well, my friend. And hello, Pete's Music. Yes. You bunch of children. How are you doing? Some guy love his work. Yeah. Recommend reading his book. Yes. I think the last musician's book I read was Ozzy Osbourne. I loved his opening line. He said when he first started his introduction, he says, when I was very very young, my dad said to me, he said he was said either you're gonna grow up being very 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 famous or you're gonna end up in prison. He said he was right. I got jailed when I was 16. Hello, Pete's Music. Hello, Simon says, how are you doing? How are you doing? Hope you're well, my friend. And we have in our midst my drinking partner. The one, the only, the fantastic Dave McGuinness. If you're not subscribed to the two Davies, you've got to subscribe. They do some excellent live streams where they talk about all things politics from a Scottish point of view. So if you're lucky, you're gonna get a fantastic rant from Dave McGuinness, and Dave always makes it worthwhile. So how are you doing, my dear man, my dear friend? Hope you're well, and hopefully sometime in the future, heading up to Scotland, me and my wife again. Definitely, because my wife is already making plans for it. See who else is in the chat. You will say this quietly because our Graham Price as an admirer. Say who he is, who that man, say who this man is. What you're gonna get a certain person coming out with their dentures dancing. How you doing, my dear man? If you're not subscribed to Power to the People, please do. Does some fantastic work, especially when he does his 5 reasons why so-and-so is a complete twat. Absolutely brilliant, so please like and subscribe. And I think you're safe, Graham. No sign of Granny. No sign of Granny Waddlebottom. No, you're safe. But anyway, what we will do is we will crack on, my friends. It's like, my God, 15 minutes gone. Where does the time go, my friends? That's all. I'll say, for those who are new, what this basically is, we just go watch a few hilarious political, satirical, political videos which we can all have a watch and have a good giggle and have a good conversation and wind down a couple of hours, because, like, by God, we need it, don't we, sometimes? It's like, what's going on in the world? It can be a bit grating, can't it? And if you're new, these are the sort of thank you. These are the sort of videos we tend to watch where we just have a bit of a good giggle. Now, I get the feeling this is a bit of an old one, but it's still quite funny. And let's just say we're all here, huge fans of the guys that are Larry and Paul, and the person to thank for highlighting this to me is the one, the only, the brilliant, the fantastic Reagan Elite. So let's enjoy this, where we have huge news where protesters in the UK are finally getting their country back.
Welcome to Broken News. A win for campaigners, as those who have repeatedly said they just want their country back are to finally get it. As of midnight on December the 31st, new laws will come into force that will reset the UK to the 1st of January 1970. Our reporter is on hand to tell us what to expect.
PE teachers and priests who are almost certainly pedos, wolf whistling at big-titted birds, overt racism, sitcoms where the gay characters are written as big mincers who want to bomb anything that moves, and cars that have all the structural integrity of a big egg. Just some of the things returning to Britain after much campaigning by pink-cheeked, thick-necked twats. This government pamphlet explains all the changes. The information can't be emailed or put on social media because the entire UK internet is in the process of being shut down. There'll be just one TV channel playing only the black and white minstrel show. Vegetables will be boiled until they taste like farts, and there'll be 3 types of beer available: warm, shit, and warm and shit. Smallpox will make a comeback along with TB and tetanus. And it won't just be diseases having an impact on your physical health. Teachers will be allowed to beat you in the week, your dad will beat you on a Saturday, and a priest will beat you off on Sundays. Wallpaper will only be available with big, massive flowers on it or weird geometric patterns that induce migraines, and the only paints available at Do It All will be government-issued brown, orange and avocado, the colours of the new Union flag. It's also been confirmed that everyone will be smoking everywhere all the time. Professional sports people will have to play in their underpants if they forget their kit. And the rules of football will change to allow angry little Scottish midfielders to break more legs. Some things won't change. No dentist appointments will be available. Police will beat 7 shades of shit out of anyone caught protesting. And right-wing fascists will have disproportionate influence on national political discourse. Back to you.
What a lovely story. That's all from Broken News. You sleep tight, sugar tits. I'll be up in a bit. Right, What have I told you kids? Why are you in fucking bed? Fucking twats.
Oh, yes, I get the feeling that's a bit of an old one, but all I will say is, all I will say is that Larry and Paul are absolutely brilliant. Now, the reason why I picked that one was because for the simple reason, because last week, you know, while I was getting absolutely trousered at Valley Parade. Oh, sorry, Lee. Stockport County's B team. Yeah, I've got to get that right, or else Lee Corn will steam will start coming out of his ears. Well, look at how Bradford City play at me. So previous club, Stockport County. Yes, last week I was at Valley Parade, where we was where we was playing our, you could say, our nearest neighbours, Huddersfield Town, or as we like to call them. They're called the Terriers. We call them dog botherers. Sorry if you're Huddersfield Town, that's the way it is. But anyway, we beat them 3-1. What a day. I was absolutely blathered at the end of the night. So, but after the game, I bumped into a City fan. I know his dad. And we got talking, and my wife says, "Where's your dad?" "Oh, he's gone down at Tommy Robinson March." And I went, "Is he right in his head or what? What the fuck's up with him?" He's missed out on one of the biggest games of the year, just to go see a drug crazed racist thug who's a criminal, who's going to have a talk to a foreign drug taker, demanding that we take this country by violence and demanding violence on the streets. I was stunned. I said, "Well, tell your dad from me, have a fucking word with your son." Are you right in your head? But yes. Hello, Diz. Hope you're well, my dear friend. How are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. But I say that was the reason why. That's the reason why I basically started with that. That, even though it's a bit old one, but it's rather apt after last week. And all I will say is that we had a. Yes, there was a march, wasn't there, where Tommy Ten Names was getting all his drunken, loutish, racist mates to puke and vomit and fight along the streets of London. So, and let's just say that, as I said, we had a certain foreign druggie demanding violence on the streets of this country. Well, political violence. Well, we have a certain icon, a national treasure, to tell us what he thought of our space Karen, basically meddling in UK politics. Take it away, Sir David Attenborough.
Hello. I would like to send a message to Elon Musk, who, not content with having helped...
Oops.
Hello. I would like to send a message to Elon Musk, who, not content with having helped install a rapist into the White House, is now meddling in UK politics. lunatics and spreading far-right misinformed twaddle. And I believe I speak for the entire UK when I say to you, Elon, up yours, mate! Stick your meddling right up your arse! Although in reality you probably can't, because you're caught in a human centipede circle munch with Donald Trump and Nigel Farage whilst flogging your Horace thinking of Tommy Robinson.
Never a truer word is said. Never a truer word is said. Well said, Sir David.
But seriously, mate, do one. Looking at you, it's clear that money can't buy you love, happiness, or a personality. So you stick to doing what you do best. And that's making shit cars, which are so shit that when we see one on fire, as we often do, we are unsure if it's an act of terrorism or just another one of your shit cars setting themselves on fire.
I think we know what it is, because they're shit.
Again. Why don't you spend your obscene wealth on doing some good in the world rather than demonstrating time and time again that you're a complete and utter cunt?
You're a complete and utter car. And I'm not sure I agree. Yes. Oh, that is absolutely hilarious. This guy makes me chuckle. He does a fantastic David Attenborough impression, doesn't he? Absolutely brilliant. But yes, we had what you call our, and let's be honest, they were full of complete munters around the streets of London. Like this complete bell tap. Now, let's watch this bit of absolute Tommy Ten Names intellect. Brilliant is this.
I bet your granddad was a miner. He wasn't. What he will, I bet he fucking was. I bet you know family. You're not well, so what you wear that for?
Yeah, exactly. He may have escaped your notice, mate, but people do move around just because he's wearing that badge doesn't mean he was born in Wales, you utter complete munter. Absolute. Yes, that's the level of intellect we're dealing with, my friends. Yes. And all I'll say is that, what? Because like I was sort of like, I'm in the middle of doing a little bit of a video of about what went down on there. I'll say I was trying to get it done for this week, but as I say, I'm basically doing looking after the house and doing all sorts of other, and so I can't do everything. So I'm going to make sure get it all prepared for next week. And so while I was looking for bits of B-roll and this and that and whatnot, for keep it so it can look as interesting as I possibly can get it. One thing I noticed, they were all trying to paint themselves as we went there to protest peacefully, and let's just say, oh yes, they protested peacefully, right? You see this? The guy nearest to the police. What do you think happened to him? Now, was he talking to the police officer, basically saying, "Are you a minor? I bet your dad was a minor." Or did he get accosted and arrested? Or C, did he get attacked violently by a road bollard? Which is A, B, or C? Oh, you've seen this leak on. You've seen this. so you'll know what it is. You'll know exactly what it is. Yeah, exactly, to free speech advocates. Oh, yes, exactly. Oh, dear. So what do you think? A, B or C? A, was he having a friendly conversation saying to the police officer, I bet your dad was a minor? A. B, was he arrested for for being menacing? Or C, did he get attacked viciously by a road bollard? So it's A, B or C. C. Good evening, person impersonator. Yes. Sadly, no brick. Yeah, unfortunately. Imagine, do you think you'd have hurt him? Yes. C. His hat fell off. So you think A. Probably 10 names spreading more shite than the slurry. Yes, God's lasses. C. So Larry Bollard. C. 2. 7. Well, LA Chaos, something tells me I don't think you're taking this very serious game seriously enough, are you? Disgraceful. Well, let's find out. Which one was it? A, B or C? Oh, yes! Well, I suppose you could say no sense, no feeling. Do you know what I mean? Funny. Do you know what I mean? Really funny. If that had have just landed, if it had gone right on top of his head and stayed on there, and he, that would have been funny if it just whacked on, and it looked like a dodgy Merlin wizard from a ZX48 Spectrum game or something. What? And like, for him, I think, you know, these are full of people, you know, domestic violence. He'll have viewed that as a love tap, wouldn't he? You know, like, oh, if my wife had done that, oh, my wife had done that, oh, it'd have been a sign of love. Complete idiots. Yes. Yes. So, yes, he got attacked by a bollard. What a complete munter. So, yes, most of you are right. Was that your... Oh, dear. Well, make sure it's... Hopefully it wasn't your PIN number for your mobile phone either. You certainly can't be having that, can we? He wanted to be a unicorn. He certainly did. I don't know. This is a very serious live stream, I'll have you know, guys. Can you please take this seriously? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly, Ton. How do you like your art? It'd have been funny if it went... Right, Tom, anyway. Help! Help! And then you've been screaming like you've been stuck down a well, won't you, as well? Exactly, my friend. Yes. Yes, it'll probably look like a dunsat. Yes. Oh. Hello, my friend. How you doing, Richard Grumpy? Hope you're well. Yes. Over here, son, on my head. Yes. But yes. So, there was no violence whatsoever. Yes. And let's just say I have to say this is hilariously funny because I had to show you, basically show you this. This is a comedian who decided to let's just say proper take the piss out of these clowns. Take it away, my dear friend.
Looking at videos of that march today, and there's just this crowd of people, and they're singing, "Oh, Tommy, Tommy," and they're doing that. And then the video was like, you know, because we're sick of them taking our country, people coming over here, and we need to take it back, and we need to ban the burqa. And I looked at all the women they were next to, and I thought, well, they're the best argument for the burqa that I've seen so far.
Oh, that is brutal.
Surprises people when I say I'm left wing, because I look like I've spent the last couple of weeks putting flags up and down there. Sometimes I'll go down the road and I don't know what country I'm in, but now I see St George's Cross and I go, oh yeah, I live in England. Fucking babies. Oh, that's why it's good to be up north today, man. They're all down in my city right now. They don't go ruin London for the day. Going down showing you love. I fucking love this country. How do you show it? I go fight the police, that's what I do. Throw my can of strongbow at the cops because I love them. Maybe that's just how they show love, these people. You know what I mean? Just a bit confused. They just attack things they love because they're so emotionally. I mean, it would explain why they hit their wives so much.
Oh dear, that was brutal. That burqa joke, I have to say, that was funny. It sounds like Wayne. Hello, Flummox. I hope you well, my friend. Yeah. Yes, totally agree. I know what you mean, yes. If you'd have just closed your eyes, you'd have thought that was Wayne. If he's listening, alright, my good friend. But yeah, it'd be the sort of thing he'd say as well. Brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that was funny. Absolutely hilarious. Yes. Oh, hello, SJ. Up. Oops. Hello, SJ. How are you doing, my good man? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Oh, but yeah, he was just brutal. Could very much be true. Could be right there, my friend. But yes. Just see the idiot with the brown pile of poo union flag outfit. I haven't, no. Oh, I've gotta hopefully find that. Oh dear, my friend. Oh, but I bet that'd have been an absolute. On a 15 years ago, and he stank of cheeseburger. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please tell me he didn't actually speak to you as well, or try to speak to you, you know. I can imagine you'll have sat there thinking, I understand the words, but they all just seem to be in the wrong order for me. You have my deepest sympathies, my friend. I remember we were playing Luton a couple of years ago at Valley Parade, and I can't remember what the score was. But I remember one of my old school friends, I in the same class with him, and he'd gone at game as well, but he was sat in the stand. Bloody bloody tart. She'll be caught with a real men like us. and so was Tommy Ten Names. So he managed to get a picture with his arms around Tommy Ten Names, you know, thinking he was this wonderful hero. And I practically threw up in the toilet. I thought, good God, he's absolutely sullied our sacred football ground. How could they have let that utter degenerate in our football ground? Disgraceful. So, hello there. Good evening, Mr. How are you? And all the lovely frolicers. Did you see my debut on the Shady Bunch? I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna have to watch that. As I say, this week I've been very, very busy. I will watch it after this. I can imagine it'll be absolutely top notch. Just out of interest, were you invited to the wonderful, elaborate, massive lunch with the Mango Mussolini, the man who has almost as good a hairdo as yours? And also, how's the television career going on? Yes. This is when he was in the LD saying about Islam. I'm allowed to take the piss out of his accent. I'm from Essex. Oh dear. I do. I just feel sorry for you, my dear friend. Having to deal with absolute minces like that clown. Oh, I just if I try to say out to me, I just have to just walk away. You know, just think, can't do with it, the clown. But anyway, let's just. But let's just say that maybe these people, you know, these flag shaggers, you know, maybe they're a little misunderstood. Maybe we need to listen to one of these absolute intellectuals who turn up for a Tommy Ten Name rally. Well, we've got one. And here's what he thought of the how a rally goes. Take it away, put it away. Nobody wants to see that. Jesus Christ.
What's happening, Patriots? Get ready with me to go take our country back. Nice early start today, so I set an alarm for 10 a.m. Normally at this part of the day, I'd get up and beat the wife up, but she's packed up and taking the bends, so I have to beat myself up instead. Now, before I leave the house, I brush my tooth and get ready for the day. I really fancied a can of Stella for breakfast, but we only had ham in the fridge, so again, I've had to take myself to my room and beat myself up. For the fit, I've gone for a lovely pair of classic blue jeans, as you can see here. Now, for the hat, I've gone for a flat peak hat, like the ones in Peaky Blinders. 17 degrees outside today, so no top necessary, so I've gone for a lovely pair of beat up white trainers. I almost forgot my fragrance, Versace blue jeans, because I only wear scents that come from a country that's had a fascist leader. Here's me leaving the house. As you can see, I'm bang up for it, and why not? I'm taking my country back. Let's have it. This is me at the protest. As you can see, I'm giving it my all, looking after the safety of children and women, but then I get hit by a riot shield, which was bang out of order. Now home for a nice long kip after a long day of getting my country back. Remember, Patriots, like and subscribe if you want to see more Get Ready With Me videos.
Yes. So when they don't have the moves either. Oh. This is my doppelganger. It's Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv Tommy Ten Names. This is good evening, Bailey Delays. I do hope you're all well. Hope you're well. This is my doppelganger from I don't know. From the other side of the country, other side of the world, should I say? Tommy of those many names smells of elderberry. Yes. Yes. Your mother is a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Fucking hell. Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely, my dear friend. Hope you're well, my friend. And good evening, my dear friend. Also, please like and subscribe to Jow's channel. He does some brilliant stuff. But yes, hope you're well, my friend. Also, big thumbs up for my moderators, be it Mad Monk, Alistair, and Jow. Can't do this show without me. And Kate, don't worry about it. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I hope you haven't missed too much. And just hope you've had a lovely... It's just good to see you. So don't worry about it. Hope you're well. And hello, my dear friend. We should have gone to the rally equipped with banana skins and cameras. Yes. Hello, my dear friend. Hope you're well. Yes. Hello, Quinton Quizface. Doesn't elderberry smell very much like freshly minted? Oh dear. Oh, it's playing up again. Oh dear. Masha, always have plan B. It doesn't elderberry smell very much like freshly minted spunk? I must admit, it's not something I go looking around to smell, if I'm honest. Spunk, that is. And elderberries, if I'm honest, as well. Don't worry about it, my dear friend. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're well. Oops. But yes, that was all the lunatics. Speaking of the lunatics, while they were there, taking back, getting your country back, and getting pissed, and all that, getting all hard and fighting with the police. It is really, really. It's not only is it thirsty work. It's also it doesn't have make you have a very you can't be doing all that on an empty stomach. So all these true patriots, they went for the good old English nosh of well, if they lived down there, they'd probably have been Joey Deals. Sorry for dodgy London accent, but pie and mash. No, they proper went full patriotic. There you go. Yes, buying Afghan rice bowls, one permanent refugee nation. Strong likelihood this business was set up by a hard-working refugee. You couldn't make this shit up, could you? Look at all them true patriots eating proper English food, can't you see? You couldn't make this shit up, could you? Absolute fucking fuck nuggets. Running around, trying to attack anybody of different colour. And then when it comes to need to fill the empty stomach, no full breakfast or full English or anything like that. No, it had to be Afghan rice bowls. Couldn't make this shit up, could you? Hello, my dear friend. Hope you're well. How are you doing? good to see you, Alex Adam. Yeah. And hello, my friend. Hello, Phil McCracken. Hope you well. Are you only showing videos of the Rangers supporters club? No, I I certainly won't be, my friend. I'll exactly. Exactly, my dear friend. Is it, oh, somebody who, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yes, exactly. How patriotic of him. That song is what goes through my head all the time, especially when you hear your brother trying to wind you up. Exactly, it's got the fucking irony. Couldn't have said it. Oops. Let's see if I can. No, that's a bit too long. But yes, totally agree. Reagan elite traitors. Totally agree. Exactly. Danish lager followed by good old Ruby Murray. Such patriots. Yes, it wouldn't have happened in your party when you were Conservative MP for Lichfield. You wouldn't have had none of that. You'd have had them extradited and sent back to France. All these plastic patriots. None of that. Oh my Kevin, it's well done, counter Kevin. Yes, yes. Hello, Bella Coffee. I hope you're well, my friend. Yeah, flag shaggers, the most amazingly stupid people in the country, if not the world. A true embarrassment to the nation. Yes, I have to say, like I say, one of my friend that I know at football, see him most days, went to same school as me. He went down there, and when his son told me, oh, he's down at the top, he saw Robinson, I went, tell him again. Tell his dad have a fucking word with himself. What? Why is he following that complete druggie? If he fucking tells him, I don't really give a shit. Exactly, David Dunford. The English foreigners wanting to claim their country back, wearing probably Chinese-made flags. Yes. It's just embarrassing, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. But they ain't that brave. Absolutely. Only the true patriots drink Carlin. Only because it's probably all they can afford. If I can get away with it, do you know what I had for my? I probably told you this last week. I had some beautiful pints of Perina. Absolutely gorgeous. And then on the Saturday, I had a few pints of Moretti, and then and some pints of Madre. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I had one pint of Madre in the club, at the ground. Only the one, because it was nearly £6, and I'd have had an heart attack if I had had another one. But anyway, let's crack on. Yes, all these true patriots, all these true patriots. They can say whatever the hell they like. They can tap dance around it. They are true patriots. But when you narrow it down, we all know what they are. don't we? As this song wonderfully highlights what they truly are. Take it away. Get your dancing shoes on.
Ain't no other woman that could take your spot, ma. Yeah, baby. My flag. I just wanna hold you. My flag. You're so silky, so smooth. My flag. Baby. Let me ask you a question. If I wrote you a symphony, just to say how much you mean to me, what would you do? Could I wave you on my balcony? Would you help me scare the refugees? Tell me, would you? Well, baby, I've been around the world, yeah, but I ain't never shagged a flag like you. This flag here represents my hate. Hey. But there's just one thing I need from you. Let me shag you. Because I can see us holding hands, drinking in spoons with pints in our hands. I can see us at the countryside, shacking all the flags all side by side. You can be my baby, let me make you my lady. Flags, you amaze me, ain't gotta do nothing crazy. See, all I want you to do is let me shine. So please let me shine my flag. So please let me shine my flag. So please let me shine. Ain't another woman that can take your spot. My flag. So please let me shine my flag. So please let me shine my flag. So please let me shag. Another woman that can take your spot. My flag. Oh yeah, baby. Flag. What a beautiful flag. My flag. I fucking love you, baby. My flag. I just love shagging flags.
Yes. That's all they are, really. That's all they are. You could very much be right. Very much. Gotta shade it up. Yes. Yes. The Poundland shop has had a reprieve due to the number of flags made in China being sold. Absolutely. Oh my god, flag shaggers have a bloody anthem now. Help! But yes, that was... Yes, I'm very much partial to a Madre. It's like I tell you what, I tried a couple of weeks ago. I think it's a beer called... I know there's a wine called Blue Nun. I think there's a beer called Blue... Is it Blue Moon? Or is it Blue Nun? I can't quite remember. I think when they just thought I'd try it, and they offered me, would you like a slice of orange in it? And I thought, I like trying different stuff, but I'm not that posh, pinky out, so I was a little bit unsure. But it was quite nice. I think it's Belgian. I think very nice. So it is Blue Moon. Cheers for that. Yeah, I'm gonna. So I'm going to have a pint of that in because like where I live in Bradford, we have two micro pubs on one's called the New Line and the other one's called the Cracker Barrel. Absolutely love it in Cracker Barrel. Brilliant. So me and my son will be popping over there and there's actually a bit of a club that we've just discovered, which we'll be heading off there where they do ales as well. So we'll pop in there and have a. So probably be having a cheeky. Pardon me. We're having a cheeky ale in there. Yes. Go straight Route 1. Case with Route 1. Route 1. Yes. Hello, cousin Ed. Hope you're well, my friend. How are you doing? Yes, other Flags Matter movement starts today. What's this? Oh, well. No worries. But yes, I had to show that because, let's be honest, basically tells us they can tap dance around it as much as they want. That's what they basically are, just absolutely unadulterated, ridiculous, stupid flag shaggers. And and let's just say, after the when it came to all the politicians after the march, you could always spot the ones who were trying to, basically trying to attract. I wonder what attracts them to Space Karen and his billions of dollars. I wonder what attracts them. And when it comes to trying to, you could say, criticize and condemn what he said. You can spot those who were after his donorship or whatever. Where they try and absolutely, say, oh, nothing to see here. Oh, he wasn't trying to incite riots. And another one was the utter complete bell sniff. The one that's clearly going to take the award for thickest MP in reform off of 30p Leanderthal. Yes, the one and the only Dame Diana Johnson. Dame Andrea Jenkins, should I say. Yes, take it away.
There is nothing like a dame, nothing in the world. There is nothing you can name that is anything like a Dame Andrea Jenkins. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the weekly reform meeting. I do have to warn you, I may be having to stop the meeting because I'm expecting a call from Sir Andrew Lloyd Webber. Yes, he's been knocking on my door. Well, he's been knocking on the wall because we have flats in the same building and he's next door. The other night, while I was practicing Speak Softly Love from The Godfather, he actually gave me notes on how to sing it. He shouted through the wall, "Keep it down," which was so amazing to get beautiful instructions from the great Sir ALW. I've actually been working on several Italian classics. One you might know.
Oh, no.
From the great Signor Dolce, about a mother's heartbreak when she sees her son lose his way and she wants to get him back and she calls out to him, "It's not so bad, it's a nicer place, ah, shut up in your face." Thank you, but enough about me. Let's get back to the meeting. Now, as you know, we have to prepare for the Reform Panto this Christmas, and we are doing Mother Goose. And I will be playing the part of the goose who lays golden eggs. Only, as it's the Reform Panto, I will be laying golden visas for foreigners worth £250,000. It's a call from Sir Andrew. Yes, this is Dame Andrea, Sir Andrew. So similar, Sir, Dame, Andrea. Yes, sorry. Well, how can I help you? Yes, that was me. Oh, thank you. Oh, I think he's asked me to be in his musical. He said, "Andrea, you're singing Jesus Christ." And then he was so full of emotion, he hung up before he could say superstar. I think I'm heading for the West End.
Yes, our Dame, Andrew Jenkins, could be heading to the West End. She's going to... Yes, in other words, you're singing Jesus Christ. Yes, that was Matilda. All I would say is, Matilda, all I would say is, get yourself a better mic. Because, all I would say is, yeah, exactly, dodgy syrup. There's something about Andrea that I just cannot put my finger on it. Yeah, I yes, I totally agree. What? Proof was needed. that you can't trust the Welsh. Well, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't like to say. Yes, Kirsty. No, Andrew Jenkins, make it stop. She's brilliant, as Matilda thought, but I do wish she'd get a better mic. Because one thing I've noticed her, when it comes to her mics, it's not the best, is it? Sorry about that. I'll say my nose is a bit runny. But yes. Yes. Give it to me. Delicious ice cream from Italy. Sorry for absolutely butchering that. Space Karen complaining about foreigners while a foreigner was complaining and interfering in British politics. He's a silly boy, ain't he just? Well, I just I have to laugh. Did you watch our Kamikaze Bad Enough, you know? Well, I didn't watch it because, you know, after about 10 minutes of hearing her grating voice is enough for me. But she was doing that, call Kemi, you know, I'm the woman who's not scared to say what needs to be said. When asked to condemn his speech on inciting violence, that was hilarious. Absolutely tap danced around it, didn't you? I'm the leader that you are looking for. Yeah, whatever. So I mean, get a saddle on that bike, or was get a better mic. She needs to definitely get a better mic. Because she's hilariously funny. She always makes me chuckle. I'll just love her. This sarcasm. She's brilliant. My mother always used to say, "Hello, MH Carer. Hope you're well. How are you doing, my good friend?" We always used to say, sarcasm is the lowest form of wit. But I always used to reply, but it's still funny, though. Oh, yeah, that's led by donkeys, but that was class, wasn't it? Absolute class. Whenever I see a picture of Kemi, I can smell hot dog brine. I don't know why. How odd. Strangely enough, whenever I see a picture of Kemi Kamikaze, I just smell bullshit. But never mind. Yes, absolute counter Kev. She was rock solid. Yes, she absolutely nailed all them phone calls. Yes, they left, especially that bit when no gaffs. I mean, she was just working class gal. Yeah. Didn't you know she worked in she worked in McDonald's. But the thing is, what she fails to realise is her father wasn't a toolmaker. That's the problem. But yeah, I remember when she got asked a question about the defection of that man of the people, Danny Kruger. Yes, God, he's joined that party that's for the working class. You know, that man who went to Eton. You know, born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Absolutely hilarious. Yes, and she couldn't even answer that, could she? You know, she's supposed to be this straight shooter. You know, that I'm not scared to say what needs to be said. She was pathetic. Wow, is that true? Oh, that's fantastic. I'm well minted with that. Usually, if I get to about 40, I'm usually happy. But get to 50, I'm well happy. But yeah, thumbs up. Anybody new in here watching? Welcome to my Friday frolic. Hope you're having a bit of a good giggle and a good laugh to welcome in the weekend, because I know I am. Always do. Yes, hello MHK. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you here. Yes. Yes, I totally agree, yes. Please tickle, caress, press that like button and the chuckles will get bigger. Yes, I'm a terrible shill. I always tend to forget. Oh, thank God I've got fantastic moderators, to help me. I couldn't do it without you, my good friends. Yes, the Nightmare on Tufton Street bloke, Kruger, yes. Absolutely. Yes, man of the people. Jesus Christ. Absolutely hilarious. Now, let's have a little break from all this serious politicking that we've been doing. For the over, my God, an hour and 10 minutes. Where does the time go? I have to say, on a Friday, this is one thing I really do look forward to and I enjoy. It's where I just have a chill out and have a good giggle and have a good laugh. But every now and again, I always see a little bit of clip of a video where I think, yes, my lovely daughter will enjoy this. And here's another one where I know my lovely daughter will enjoy this, because when it comes to making a choice between humans and furry animals, I know which she will pick, and it certainly won't be the humans. Because given a choice between a boyfriend or or even a girlfriend, I don't know, who knows, boyfriend and girlfriend or a dog, my daughter will pick the dog any time of the week. And so here's a little bit of cuteness for my lovely daughter. Yes, because one thing my daughter loves is cuteness. And so let's take it away. Oh, and that's sweet. Go on, Ganson. Oh. In other words, human, do your duty, do as you're told. Yes, I want to be wearing my butterfly wings. In other words, do as you're told. Oh, that's sweet. You forgot something. Don't forget your handbag. Or is it your dog bag? That's sweet. I can see my daughter now in there. She'll be absolutely. Oh. I know my daughter. She loves them. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yes. They're butterfly. Yes. Yes. I know my daughter like dogs all the way. Yes. Give it a choice between a demanding boyfriend or a demanding dog. It's the dog all the way. Yes. Yes. Do as you're told. But yes. When it's and he even offers to dry up after the chicken. You know you're in trouble when Starver is on telly trying not to appear as Trump's little bitch. If he ever had a backbone, it's filled, filed for divorce and dissolved in protest. Yeah, to be honest, I didn't watch any of it. I'm just not really that bothered. You kind of knew what would come in. Because, like, see, the thing is, I think one person gave a interesting analogy, and I think there's something in that. Where they basically said it's the lawyer in him. You know, like when he's got a case, he would decide what's the best course of action to take for his client, and that's the way he thinks. That client mentality, whether it works in politics or not, it's different. Who knows? But I think he in his own mind, and they said that in his mind he thinks that his client is the British public, and he just thinks that does whatever he thinks he needs to do, get the best outcome for the British people, rightly or wrongly. At least dogs don't pee on the seat. Yes, I remember once. I remember I was out with a friend who, let's be honest, he was a bit of I can imagine him being a bit of a nightmare for his girlfriend. He came home one night absolutely lathered, pissed, and he came home and he said, well, middle of the night, I decided to get up and I want to go to the toilet, have a piss after a bit of a heavy night. And he said, the next thing I know, I'm getting slaps on the back of my head. Slaps on the back of my head. And I said, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? It's all for my girlfriend to say, you're pissing on your fucking alarm clock, you dickhead. So, yes. Yes. Question is, should Fiona Bruce lose her job? I personally saw a bit of a quote saying that sick to death of having been invited onto shows where they're absolute fucking cranks that are running it, and one of them they mentioned was Fiona Bruce. I saw a bit of a clip where this guy was talking about, you know, the situation with Charlie Kirk, and before it could even say she butted in and she went on this long-winded rant about Charlie Kirk, and you could tell he were a bit narky because they were thinking, well, this wasn't really about. I won't really talking about Charlie Kirk. You're basically talking about the people who were basically using it for their own political gain. His death, and then you got Piers Morgan getting all butter because he knew full well who this guy were talking about with the love of his life, the orange mango Mussolini, and clearly didn't like it, so he butted in and stopped him from talking. Yeah, so much free speech, yeah, Piers. So yeah, I always thought she was crap. Yeah, unfortunately, Kate, she fucking does. Yes. Yes. Dogs don't need help. Boom. Yes. Oh dear. Yes, exactly, my friend. But yes, there was a bit of cuteness overload for my daughter. Right, we're going global. Going a bit global here. Because it's like hot news off the press. In South Africa, they're basically passing legislation on very, very important legislation, and they are at the moment debating and ready to pass important legislation that you could basically say that I think all of the country will be well and truly happy. What is this important legislation? Well, let's find out.
A new condom, which is called the Max condom. The Max condom is in response to what a number of people were saying. They were saying that the other condom that had been introduced by government did not smell so well, and it made a noise whenever it was used. Now, through
this condom made a noise. I'm mystified. What noise will this condom make? How odd. Wrong answers in the chat, please, for that. What noise will these condoms actually make?
Through scientific development, we were able to develop a new condom which is called Max. The Max is for maximum pleasure, maximum protection, and it does not make noise at all. And it comes in different flavors. A new condom.
Yes. Maximum pleasure. Yes. So the answer needs to be. See, the thing is, it's a shame he didn't say Max Power either as well, because our captain for Bradford City is called Max Power. Yes, the same noise as Farage speaking. Exactly, Joe. Are they singing now? Don't tell me they sound like Dame Andy Ray Jenkins. It was definitely a hazard. Yes. But yes. Very true, my friend. Well, you hope they don't sound like Snap. Yes. Because you certainly wouldn't. Yes. Musical condom. He be coming round the mountain. As long as it don't sound like a nun's chaff, whatever that sounds like. Over that Kate who said that. Trust me, fuck it up. Damn, never mind. Is my dear friend in the Hello? Good evening, my dear friend. Give a massive thumbs up for my dear friend, Man Monk. How the devil are you, my good man? Hope you're well. Good to see you. Yes. Sounded like Brian Blessed. Let me guess. It doesn't sound like Flash Gordon is alive. Exactly. Just wait till Mr. Roberts hears about this. Yes, that'll be top story now. Top story on his live stream. Is he doing a live stream tonight? A little bit old all the press. You know, none of this insignificant stuff about the Mango Mussolini's visit. No. Bit of that. The story about the Max Pleasure condoms. Not the Max Power condoms. The Max Pleasure. So, yeah. Yes. I have no idea, MH Carer. I have no idea. Why would you need in different flavours? News to me. It's like, maybe it might taste better when you put it on your head. I have no idea. Does anybody still do that? With a blind blessed hello, Sonic. Hope you're well, my friend. With a blind blessed condom, would it have a beard at the end? Or would I say which end would the beard be? Start or at the bottom or the top? Elderflower. Absolutely, my friend. It's put off. Yes, totally agree. Yes, which head? Both? Oops. Anyway. Yes, that was the important legislation that's happening in South Africa. The max pleasure condoms. Yes. But now we're going to have to head across the pond. We're going to head off to the serious stuff now, where we're now going to head to serious stuff, where we managed to bypass the what happened last week with the man who will not be named, but I will say he was the man who you could say he was the only man I know who looked as though his face should have been placed on somebody else's head. Just seemed to have a rather small head with a small face on a big head. But yes. But let's just say that since then they've been desperate to make his killer trans. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You caught Charlie Kirk's killer already? No, wait, we have the wrong person. Of course you do. Okay, now we got him. Great! No, it's the wrong guy again. Why do we expect a man with eyes like that to find anybody? Okay, now we have got him. How can you be so sure? You've never heard of third time's a charm? I forget you run the country on idioms. I pray to God the shooter wasn't one of us. You're saying us like all of a sudden you don't believe I created everyone in my image. But he's a white man from Utah. In a country founded on the principle that all men are created equal. So sadly, my prayers weren't answered. No shit, I don't do retroactive wishes. I'm not a genie. All the radical left want to do is kill us. Sir, now is not the time to rile people up. So pissed right now. Why do they always come with fucking violence?
Liberal, progressive, deranged, fucking animals.
Yes, nothing speaks of being rational than screaming down your own phone, shouting insults at people.
Too late. We don't even know his political leaning. Trans radical, trans liberal, trans. You seem oddly desperate to include trans in here. He actually grew up conservative in a MAGA household. Oh, no one expected the whammy from Grandma. He's still radical left. He's more likely a groiper. You think he's cheese? That's Gruyere. Oh yes, I knew it. What happened? He had a trans roommate or something. It's so weird how obsessed you are with making this about a trans person somehow.
Yes. Very much so. I'll say I've kept out of all the stuff what's been happening, but I've watched from afar with just fascination and how they, because all I will say, I watched a bit of a video that basically said something. I think that they were right. Basically said this kid that with all the internet slop that there is on the internet, I don't think he knows what his political leanings were, because there's that much shit going on. I don't think he really knows himself, but just absolutely blows my mind. But all we'll say is, when it comes to, but we will be getting back to our Cash Patel a bit later on. But all we'll say is, a Friday Frolic won't be a Friday Frolic without a certain press secretary. Yes, the one and only. With what do you think? Would you like a new cross? What do you think to that cross? That is magnificent, isn't it? That is fantastic. Absolutely magnificent cross. That is brilliant. Yes. Yes. But yes, look at that magnificent cross. That is brilliant. But wonder what our press secretary has had to say now. And can have some Washington Post in the chat. Guess who's going to get blamed for it? Is it going to be A, Joe Biden, B, Barack Hussein Obama, C, she changes his name so many times, even I can't remember his name now. Al Garcia, something, whatever now, just changes his name. Or is it D? All four of them. Take it away, Caroline Levitt.
Is the White House going to retract any statements about the suspect being a leftist when he's clearly far right?
Okay, well, that is a disrespectful question. Okay, I reject the premise of that Washington Post. I expect that from the Wall Street Journal, that rag. Okay, but there's nothing more disrespectful than the way that you just spoke to me, other than the way Caitlin looks at me, okay? Now, riddle me this, okay? Even in red states, where's the crime? Oh, it's in blue cities. So even good kids with good parents, good morals, and clearly good taste in politics, okay, they can get radicalized because why? The existence of the far left, which is led by none other than Joe Biden, Barack Hussein Obama, Kamala Harris, and all the trans, okay? Because if it wasn't for, why would our mental health in this country be so volatile if it wasn't for those illegal criminals that are crossing the border that were welcomed by Joe Biden, all right? Like Albrego El Hombrero Racista, okay?
Yes, that guy.
No, the auto pen is the reason why, okay? Men and women's sports and people just President Trump put an end to all of this crime when he was in New York, when he was ruling over in New York and he was doing all of the buildings and he was starring in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. He said no more crimes against children. I am the guardian for the children, like Kevin McAllister against sticky bandits. But no, because of the radical left and those Democrats who are soft on crime, this is where we're at, okay? But no, our FBI is on it. Kash Patel, you know what he's doing right now? He's interrogating that criminal. He's going like this. He's asking all the tough questions. He's making sure that we're getting all the answers that we need to move forward in this investigation. And we will get back to you. But all these presumptions, I expect a little bit more from you, even though you're the fake news. And you I really think you guys need to stand in his memory and honor free speech, okay?
Yes, exactly. Yes. 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 Oops. Yes, totally agree. Yes, Washington Post. Totally agree. Yes. No worries, my dear friend. You don't know what is, my good man. If you do, if we don't see you later, it's not a problem. Glad to see you here, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you don't come back, not a problem. D, it's a D for me. That's a weird dildo as well. Nottingham Post. Yes. Yes. That's what 30p Lee calls him as well. Yes. Oh, no, don't worry. Who are you going to watch if you're still here? Who are you going to see? But no problems. Glad to see you here anyway. Take care, my dear friend. Not a problem. And have a lovely weekend. Hello, Charlie Cat Fan Club. How are you doing, my good man? And welcome to my Friday Frolic. Yes. She must carry. That dildo is a cross she must carry. Hello, Tommy Lee Cadden. Hope you're well. 30 is more like NASA post. Yes. Oh, that's an interesting thought. I never thought about that. Cheers for that, Mad Monk. Yeah, folks, just a wee heads up. If you put an X at the end of your chat, well, YouTube will put it up for mods review as they think you're criticising X. Twitter, just a wee note for you all. That is interesting. I didn't know that. I never thought about that. I have the best mods as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely brilliant. Couldn't do this without. Cheers for that, my good man. Is it New Zealand versus Canada? Oh, interesting. I can imagine that'll be an interesting match. All right. But yes. Get capital or use lowercase d. Interesting. But like, my God, hour and a half has gone by. Now that we have a Friday Frolic, won't be a Friday Frolic with this absolute wonderful individual, hilariously funny individual, but he's got a bit of a political dilemma. He's got a difficult decision to make now. What's he going to do? Because a certain sports star had decided that he was going to run for office, and he was all ready for it, all guns blazing. Now he's decided to, pardon my, he decided to pull out. Now our good friend Garen is now confused. He doesn't know who he's going to vote for. Yes, Conor McGregor was going to run for president, and now he's pulled out. President? Oh, yes. But he's decided to pull out. What's he going to do now?
Conor McGregor is no longer running for Irish president. How the fuck am I supposed to know who to vote for now? I haven't seen a single other presidential candidate punch an old man for no reason. Don't get me wrong, Catherine Connolly seems like a nice lady, but I can't find a single video of her fighting anyone. Ever since Conor McGregor stood on front of that gate and changed his accent, I was ready for a new Ireland. I mean, just fucking listen to this.
A president face to face with government officials.
I'm so fucking inspired. All we can do now is come together as a country and vote for this wheelbarrow. In the next election, I'm going to fucking run myself. And here's my promise to the Irish people. Boxes of celebrations will not get smaller during my term.
He's got my vote already. Totally agree with that.
Bags on a string will be outlawed because they make a fucking shit cup of tea. That's probably enough. I don't want to overdo it or I'll end up having to take stress leave. Anyway, follow me. I'm delicious.
Yes.
Conor McGregor.
Yes, follow him. He is delicious. That is Garen, yes. He gets my vote, especially on the celebrations. What do you guys think? Yeah. Okay. Yes, we are hitting show for your please stop. Yes. I hit X as well. Just like a mod. Also just challenging Twitter types. Boom. Totally agree. Oh, yes, tough choice. I was hoping to vote for Count Binface. Yes, I think Count Binface should get himself over there. I think he's got a fantastic opportunity. But if Garen runs, let's see, he's in for a tough fight, especially with the can we just call it Twitter from now on? Might be wise. My message is that what kind of coin you going to get from yes. Yes. Absolutely. Hello, my friend. Garen's not old enough to run for it this time. McGregor dropped out immediately before the first time he actually had to do something about his potential run for it. Yeah, it's probably. I think he probably just did it for a bit of clout and a bit of relevance. Fucking idiot. But hello. I hope you and your wife are very, very well. How are you? I hope your family is well, doing well as well. Oops. Yes. Connor, oh my God. Yes. But yes, what an idiot that man is. Conor McGregor. Now people say I have a very good Donald Trump accent, and I can be, and most impressions say, DB, sir, you have the best Donald Trump impression that I have ever seen. I usually say thank you, sir, but I don't think I have as good impersonation as this man. Take it away.
Well, I see the failing Jimmy Kimmel. How are you, sir? Great to see you. Low ratings, really horrible. It's really sad what's happening, but I will tell you that it is sad to be here in liberal Hollywood, just a bunch of nasty people. The votes for Creative Arts Emmys were calculated using Dominion voting systems. It's totally rigged. Angela Bassett may or may not have done the thing, right? No one's knowing it, but rigged like a dog. You have Eugene and Dan Levy hosting the real Emmys. The two greats, big eyebrows, but great people, right? Great people. So many great nominees, some who have black jobs or half black jobs. Fred Emerson, hello, sir.
I don't think he has anything on me. I'll give him his due. Very, very good. It made me chuckle. But yeah, we noticed Jimmy Kimmel there, didn't we? And let's be honest, we all know the reason why. We all know the reason why he got shut of Jimmy Kimmel. He's been desperate for it. Been desperate to do that, hasn't he? But yes, I was just gonna surprise you, but typical. Oh well, yes. Let's stand to attention because they played the The orange one's national anthem. Just his national anthem. Oops. Why is a silly clown fucking saluting? Fucking idiot. Well, at least he's using the right. He's saluting the right way. Not like that clown from KG Babies. What a tit that man is. Yes, he was given. All I will say is that yes, that they actually played that honest. Yes, Melania is named. Absolutely, Billy. Look at the state of that. Yes, it's the dark side. Did you see the GBB's reporter saluting Rump? Yes. Yes. You mean see if I can find it. You mean this clown? Whatever his name is, Martin whatever. Martin Daubney. Saluting some cars. What a bootlicking knob jockey.
And this is the most awesome vehicle. Bulletproof glass, bomb-proof, and...
Yeah, saluting with his left hand. What a tit.
Quite a sight to behold, especially against the backdrop of Windsor Castle.
Salute them as they go by.
What a bell tap.
Sincerely am. What a magnificent moment, Rafe.
And this is...
Yeah, I could just see...
the most awesome vehicle. Bulletproof glass.
Can you imagine it? That'd have been Donald Trump. Why is he saluting with his left hand? I know they think I'm thinking mean and nasty, but even I know how to salute. This man is disrespecting me. Right. 1,000% tariffs on the UK. And if they ask why, I will say, sir, whenever some idiot outside the Windsor Castle was disrespecting me by saluting me with his left hand. Wouldn't that be funny, wouldn't it? I'd love to see how, yes, I did see it, my dear friend. So, yes. But strangely enough, you may want to know, let's just say that we all noticed our Melania with her hat, rather UFO type hat. Well, we found out why. All I will say is there was no AI in that. That actually happened, honestly. I have to say when I saw that, it just made me chuckle. That absolutely made me chuckle. Giggled away. But yes. But let's head back to our the one and only, the FBI, the man who's running the FBI. This is hilarious. This just shows you what an idiot this clown is. Yes, he gets his absolutely arse handed to him by Jamie Ross, and this just highlights the absolute ridiculousness of this Trump, this Trump second term. This sums everything up to a T. This is hilariously, stupidly funny.
Most other new FBI directors drew on their experience as FBI agents. You didn't have that. But you did write a picture book trilogy for children ages 5 and up based on your experience.
Yes, proper grown-up stuff this is.
Clashing with President Trump's political enemies. In your book, you describe your literary alter ego, Cash the Knight, as a wacky, easily bored wizard carrying out King Donald's vengeance by driving his enemies out of the kingdom. In the books, King Donald is besieged by the evil Hillary Queentown, but saved in the end by Cash. Then Cash goes on to catch mules who are stealing the 2020 election for the great King Donald from Sleepy Joe. And then in the third book, Cash takes down the Dragon of the Jalapenos, nicknamed the DOJ. Your supporters had hoped that you would graduate from imagining yourself a romantic fairy tale knight to actually running America's premier federal law enforcement agency. Alas, just as we've learned how dangerous it is to put a science-denying anti-vaxxer in charge of our public health, we've learned how dangerous it is to name as director of the FBI a man who thinks of himself as a fairy tale knight who keeps a fire-breathing dragon named DOJ at home to forcibly drive villains out of the kingdom.
Absolutely ruthless. Well, that's where they are, aren't they? You know, like I do, you know, when it comes. Absolutely, what a bell end. Cash from Camelot, yes. Pineapple onion, yes. Absolutely, absolutely. What an idiot. We have a member of cabinet in our chat. This is Rachel from accounting. How's the numbers going in the treasury? Are they? Do you bring us? Are you a bearer of good news? Or the most contraptions caught Melania on the way down. Yeah, absolutely a lampshade. Yeah, you just couldn't make this shit up, could you, Kirsty? Mental. If that boy Trump drops dead, I can see Melania at the graveside with a new coat on, in the pocket, and a pull along cabin bag, trying to hold back her grin. Yes. Yes. Once a king, always a king, but one a night is enough. Hello, Rabbigans. How you doing? I feel sorry for you, for Sonny Runcorn. You. I feel sorry for you and Graham Price. I feel sorry for. I saw your clown of a MP make a bit of a tit of herself in Parliament the other day, so I couldn't resist turning her into a bit of a clown, because she fucking is. All right, yep. See you later, Ellie. Have a cracking weekend and take care, my friend. Good to see you. I have not seen that one yet. I can imagine that'll have been dynamite. I'm gonna have to look out for that. But All I will say is, that's all I will say is, it did not end there. Just like, all I will say is that he was the butt of the jokes. This is pricelessly, hilariously funny, taking the piss out of our Kash Patel.
President Trump still can't shake the Jeffrey Epstein scandal. So this week, Congress heard testimony from Kash Patel, FBI director and man who looks like he just walked in on his parents having sex with a horse. And if I know anything about Kash Patel, I know he can smooth everything over.
Weaponization of intelligence by the likes of you, and we have...
Why don't you just release the entire file as you promised to do?
We are releasing as much as legally allowed. That's why we went back to
how is
court.
that? How is that not legally allowed?
Sir, do you know how court orders work? Do you know how protective orders work?
Actually,
Do you know how
Mr.
sealing
Patel,
orders
I was a prosecutor, a real prosecutor for 10 years. I know exactly how.
So I was a fake one?
No, I'm
going to
recognize the gentleman from New Jersey for his 5 minutes.
Why are you protecting pedophiles?
That is maybe the most offensive thing you could say to me.
That's maybe the most offensive thing you could say to me? Patel's like, listen, there's a lot you could say about me. Like, I'm the only person who looks dumber wearing glasses, or how I only got this job because Trump thought I was Dinesh D'Souza. But I almost felt bad for Patel. He had to convincingly pretend that his boss had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, and he was not up for the task.
How many times did President Trump's name appear in the Epstein files? Was it more than 100, more than 1,000?
It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Yeah, okay? It's not that. Everyone just needs to calm down, okay? The president's name appears in the pedophile sex crime report a normal number of times, okay? Somewhere between 1 and, hey, look over there. Listen, it does not look like Kash Patel can do this on his own. Mr. President, get down to Capitol Hill and show Patel you got his back.
The president left the White House today, heading to London for a state visit.
Wow, Kash did not see that coming. Somehow.
That was hilariously funny. And it didn't get any better. This is brilliant. Clearly, he got absolutely rinsed here.
Director Patel, thank you for joining us. Okay. Is there a ghost behind me? Like, you looking like Scooby and Shaggy when they see a zombie. Do you sleep like that?
That rant of false information does not bring this country together.
I have in front of me a report from witnesses who claim that your mom picks you up from work every day and you still sit in a rear-facing car seat.
I think that's very true.
Reject any reporting that has false information in it, so I'm not going to respond to that.
Here's another report. It finds that a chimpanzee with a Dell laptop and a handgun would be a better FBI director than you.
I don't know what reports you're referring to.
I agree.
The chimpanzee would. Director Patel, would you care to respond to reports that you are currently on Resi trying to score a table at Budokan right now?
Again, that is an entirely inaccurate presupposition.
Is it true, sir, that you hired a cocaine butler to prepare morning bumps?
I'm not going to get into personnel decisions that we made.
I actually found this one interesting. A whistleblower claims that when you order spaghetti and meatballs, you eat the meatballs whole without chewing them. You swallow the whole thing like a rattlesnake with a mouse.
Disgraceful. Clearly not fit for the job.
Providing a one-sided story from your perch is absolutely disgraceful.
We have also obtained reports that while your name is Kash Patel, your nickname at the FBI headquarters is Rash from Hell.
Anyone can say whatever they want.
Oh, they do. I've also heard Kash Pathetic, J. Edgar Who Gives a Shit, and FB eyeballs. Quick question, where do you get contact lenses in size XXL? Like, does Lens Crafters have a big and tall section? True or false, you have to apply Visine with a garden hose.
That is an entire falsehood.
Director Patel, thank you for your time. You can blink now. I'm definitely getting arrested, huh?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's definitely getting arrested. That was the excellent Daily Show there. Oh dear. He's American hope he won't come back. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're all fine. My wife, as I say, my wife is heading back from sunny Torquay. She had a bit of a breakaway with her sister, and she's had a fantastic time. So cheers for that. No worries, Diz. Have a cracking weekend, my good friend, and take care, my good man. Yes. I totally agree. Yeah, you might as well just plead the fifth. Totally agree. No worries, Kirsty. Have a fantastic weekend, and thanks for stopping by. Oh, I'm glad you've had a good laugh. That's why I always enjoy doing this, because, like, not only have a bit of a good giggle as well, I spend it some lovely people in the chat as well. So good to see you, and hopefully, and see you soon. Anyway, we won't be too far off from finishing ourselves, but yes, that was just hilarious. This is quite good, actually. But this is where we all love a good impressionist. Somebody who's clearly better than me. But, you know, since and politicians and hosts, they're now starting to react to Jimmy Kimmel, to the news of Jimmy Kimmel being silenced. He's had his freedom of speech taken away. This is very good.
Jimmy Kimmel is a dog. First Colbert, now Kimmel, fired for low ratings. This is what happens when you don't like your favorite president. We're sending him to China.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was not fired. He simply taken a bit of a freeze. Scooby-Doo.
The Jimmy Kimmel news is very scary for our democracy.
Not the best for them with a mic. Get a better microphone. You're doing cracking impressions, and you need a better microphone.
This is the government coercion that the First Amendment was designed to protect.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson. Jimmy Kimmel was fired.
Get ready for the laugh.
I don't even know who Jimmy Kimmel is. But I certainly don't advocate for restricting free speech. All right, so the Jimmy Kimmel news, it's just not right? I mean, let me tell you, Donald Trump is a sociopath. I used to have him on my show. Robin, don't you hate the guy? And finally, new rule, have dinner with Donald. Remember when you were so mad? Kimmel's news is not surprising. The left hates the right hates the left. You're all wrong. Good evening, and welcome to Russia, because Donald Trump is fundamentally silencing Jimmy Kimmel and comedians. This may be my last show.
You know, Donald Trump was with me as the Kimmel news broke out. The whole time I thought, aren't I supposed to be the king? Tell Camilla to censor herself.
Okay, well, I've never been more glad that I'm dead. Shish boomba. On the program this evening, well, there is no program because there's no more shows. Jimmy, you're a good man.
The censoring of Jimmy Kimmel is more proof that we are living in an authoritarian regime. Donald Trump is a dictator for the top 10th of 1%.
We ought to send Jimmy Kimmel on a direct flight to Cancun. Come to think of it, I think I should go there too.
Nobody should be censored except for a bear carcass.
My Meemaw, my Peepaw, my Weewaw, all the senators in this country, nobody found Jimmy Kimmel funny. That's why Marco Rubio should replace him. I'm hilarious.
You know, I love that Jimmy Kimmel, but I love these two young twins named Kim and Mal even more.
I bet he does.
This one's not about me. Senator Leahy, what's a Kimmel? Senator Leahy.
Well, it was a tough call. You have to compartmentalize in moments like this. The firing of a lifetime. We'll get Jimmy a nice job in a Disney theme park.
You know, Jimmy Kimmel is a great guy, a voice of reason. Donald Trump is a narcissist, a fraud. Whoever replaces Kimmel ought to be a cool white guy. Like me, relatable, can fix your tire, talk to white guy.
And oh no. Well, they've nearly finished. That was the last one anyway. But yes, wasn't he good? But I have to say, I found what they're doing over in America. Absolute. You can't be surprised, can you? Really, you honestly cannot be surprised. But anyway, we are near the end now, and I just thought I would leave you with got one where all I will say is this is absolutely brilliant, absolutely priceless. Oops. Absolutely priceless. Now, you're in for a treat after this one. Just like it's not the Duke of Westminster's fault he is so rich and doesn't pay a fair tax. This is just genius how he does it. Basically saying that, how can I put it? Basically just shows that how fucked up everything is when one of the richest people in the world doesn't pay a fair tax, and how this guy does it is just top class.
The Duke of Westminster paid no tax on his £10 billion inheritance, and some of you are criticising him for it. I'm sorry, but on what
Get a fucking better mic. God's sake.
basis? How dare you? He's a duke. He's allowed. He's the most eligible bachelor in the country. I mean, have you seen him? My gosh. It's not his fault that he owns half of Mayfair, one of London's most expensive areas. That's the fault of his great-great-great-great-grandfather who married a 12-year-old girl. But that's fine, because in Britain we have a long-standing tradition of rewarding paedophiles with money. I mean, just look at what the Queen gave Andy. He didn't choose to be the 14th wealthiest man in Britain. You know, when his family inherited this land, it was just 500 acres of boggy swamp. It's now worth £10 billion, not because of anything the Grosvenors personally did. They didn't build the roads, the sewers, the economy, or the culture, but because society made this land valuable. So why is he being punished by having to pay tax on that luckiness? They did nothing. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Quite right. Why should he pay all that tax for being lucky?
If you were to tax him, he would move all of this abroad. He could do it. He's so strong. He's the most eligible bachelor in the country. And I'm going to surprise you, but he's actually doing some nice things with his money by giving it away. His family set up the Westminster Foundation to fight an inequality of opportunities that they helped create.
We see problems in society such as homelessness. Really, it's trying to work out why these problems are becoming so prevalent. Why?
He gave £1 million to charities to take impoverished families on one-off trips. 0.0001% of his wealth to remind poor people of all the things they couldn't afford to do.
Exactly. It can't work out why the situation is where it is. Because people like you don't pay a fair amount of fucking tax. You know, because like, they seem to think that, well, we do charity, and yeah, well, if you paid your right amount of fucking tax, we wouldn't need charity, would we?
He wouldn't have done that if you taxed him. And even if you were to tax his £10 billion at 40%, how many people would you have been able to take to Chester Zoo anyway? So 40 million adults at £38 a ticket, that would be 1.52 billion, £28 a ticket, 20 million children, that would be 560 million. Take that away from 4 billion, so yeah, you take everybody in the country to the zoo with 1.5 billion pounds in change.
Amazing, eh? It's rather thought-provoking, isn't it? It just sums everything up. It's like if they paid the right amount of tax, they probably wouldn't even feel it. They probably wouldn't even realise it, would they? It's just pure unadulterated greed, isn't it? Yes. It's Are we leaving, Billy? It's not a problem. If you have to go, life gets in the way. It's not a problem. But anyway. Yes, totally agree. Totally agree. Thank you, as I say, thank you for my moderators. You've been absolute legends. Couldn't do this sort of stuff without you. Yes. But anyway, let's head off into the sunset, into the night, and welcome in the weekend with what we all like to see is a bit of a legend. Absolute legend. We all love this guy, don't we? We absolutely love this guy. Yes, the one, the only, the beast of Bolsover. And let's just say, now, I have my first thoughts were, I wasn't right sure where this was, but I get this, was it this, is it the TMG maybe? I can't quite remember. I wasn't right sure where it was. But let's just say, this proves you, one thing we do miss is this guy. He absolutely rinses this reporter because because quite clearly this clown has an agenda that does our beast of Bolsover. And if my daughter's still in the chat, she probably won't know who this guy is. This guy is called Dennis Skinner, and let's just say he was a fearsome politician. He especially when he called out Dodgy Dave, absolutely brilliant. But here's him absolutely tearing strips off this reporter. Let's go head out into the night and watch this legend at work.
No. As a matter of fact, do you think it was wrong for Nye Bevan to build a national health service to save your life or your relatives' lives? Of course it wasn't. Do you think it was wrong to build all those council houses after the war? Do you know what the unemployment was at the end of that first 5 years of a Labour government? 2.2%. Do you agree with that? Answer.
Me personally?
Yes.
I'm just here to ask questions.
No, I'm giving you a chance to get involved.
Yeah, that's when he says, I'm here to ask questions. Yeah, in other words, he don't want to answer it because he's getting himself torn apart, isn't he, really? Go on, Dennis.
No, but some people
But you're asking you think you're asking awkward questions.
No, not at all.
So why don't you understand that you are part of society? Is it a good idea to get rid of zero-hour contracts in case you might get one?
Well, that's not everybody wants zero-hour contracts, though.
No, it's time that you understood that you're not somebody outside the perimeter. You're involved. You are somebody that could be affected by all the proposals that you've heard today from Dave and other people. But somehow or other, you people connected to the television media think you're above it all. You're not. You're more and more like Trump. You're vain, conceited. You believe that nobody should argue with you.
But me personally?
Yes. When you say it's not your business, that's what you're saying. You're fired.
Absolutely top draw. Absolutely. Oh, you've got to love Dennis Skinner. Absolutely. Totally agree. It said, bring back Dennis Skinner. He was... Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Absolutely. Yes, we're all connected. Absolutely. Absolutely agree. See, the thing is, one thing I did notice when he said, yeah, but we're talking about when the report were trying to justify the zero-hour contracts. See, the thing is, the trouble is, he's only saying it he's only saying that because when it comes to these 0-hour contracts, it basically works in the favour of the employer, not the employee, really. They hold all the cards, you know, the ones running the business. The only reason why they want to keep 0-hour contracts, because it works better in the boss's favour, exploitative bosses, doesn't it? And we have the one and only Granny Waddlebottom. Did you manage to get in contact with the love of your life? Because he's been in the chat and he's been very quiet because he's hoping you might not notice. But did he make your dentures dance? But yes, absolutely. Crazy granddad. Yes, totally agree, Dennis. Dennis was like a crazy granddad who spoke sense. Yeah, Tony Benn, I still remember that when he basically said that. So when going on about basically saying the way government treats refugees is quite eye-opening, because given half a chance to treat you the same way, and is spot on. But yes. Yeah, totally agree. When he got pulled up by the speaker for accusing half the party. Yeah, I know what you mean. He was just brilliant. He was just totally top class counter game. Yes. 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 That's it. Half the Tories opposite a crook. Speaker ordered the beast to retract. Okay, half the Tories opposite ain't crooks. Yes. Absolute genius. He was an absolute legend. And clearly still sharp as a tack, isn't he? Oh, yes. You too, my friend. And yeah, have a good weekend, my good man. And hopefully speak soon. And yeah, so take care. And same to you all as well. I think I just want to say thank you for showing up for my little live stream where we just have a bit of a good giggle and a bit of a conversation. And hopefully we've sort of like, if not put the world to right, we've sort of like taken a welcome break from all the shit that's been happening in the world, I suppose, in a way. So I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Have a look. And anyone know if Politics Social going ahead tonight? I know, as far as I know, I think Mike Dix is hosting the show. And Graham said he might, if he can, he'll try and pop in. So I hope that helps. But anyway, I just want to say, yeah, I'm glad it made. That's all it were about. That's all it were about. That's all it is about this live stream, where we just forget about our troubles and we just have a good giggle. But anyway, I just want to say thanks for stopping by. Been absolutely awesome. Give a massive thumbs up on the way out for my fantastic moderators. Can't do this show without them. They're absolutely brilliant. So I'm just going to wish you all a wonderful weekend. Take care. And if you can't be good,